Welcome back to Xenogears. We made it out of the stalactite cave and we are on the Sand Cruiser Ijasu. We're almost at my hideout. We're almost at the hideout. We'll probably stop there for a while for supplies and repairs. You know, even after all this time, the overworld theme is titled Emotion. Yeah, regardless of what anybody says about it, you can't go wrong with this music. As an overworld theme, it holds up. It holds up very well. But with our gears updated and our team still intact, we is here.
Welcome back, Bart.
Welcome back!
Bart, what'd you bring us?
Oh, I've got a new model gear and two people that we helped out.
Yeah, a gear. How boring. Don't you have anything more interesting?
I thought you'd say that. Look, this is amber I found in a stalactite cavern under the desert. It's rare to find one with a bug in it.
Ah, thanks, Bart. Here's a amber. What's that? Let's go. We gotta show it off to everyone. Yay! Yay!
Well then, I'm gonna tune up my gear a little. Why don't you two go and have some tea with old Meissen? Thanks, old Meissen. Please, walk this way. His name might be pronounced as Mason. But since it's it's my son. This is the residential section. Walk this way. Really, guys? This is the dining hall. I'm sorry it's so cold. Please take a seat. Perhaps you would like some of my famous tea? Master Fay, good doctor. Quickly turns itself. Young visitors are rare indeed. The young master must be very happy. If things were normal, we wouldn't be living in the desert, but rather back in the royal palace. Royal palace? You mean that young one is connected to the old Fatima dynasty? Pardon? No, I'm just a senile fool who talks too much. Pay no attention to what I just said. But that one-eyed youth does have a certain thing. Oh, well spoken, sir. All very good of you to notice. If I may, I would like to tell you. The young gent is the last forgotten reminder of the once proud Fatima dynasty. That is, before it was destroyed by Shah Khan's minions. Again, was he the Forever Man? Prince Bartholomew Fatima. Bartholomew. Edbart the fourth successor. I'm sure they announced Bartholomew died of an illness 12 years ago. Officially, yes. However, in reality, we rescued the young prince from Shah Khan's evil grasp. Then why must the prince, the rightful heir, resort to piracy? Since being here, we have had only one wish. That the young master would grow up to be a great man. Not to reclaim the throne? That is correct. Of course, to say we have absolutely no desire to restore his rule would be a lie. We have plans for that as well. And part of those plans would include piracy. Well, yes, but there's a reason for that. Both Arve and Kislev are devoted to excavating the ruins. Each country's strength is increasing daily. It's like the wings of Homines. You know, Royal Space Force. It sounds like wings of Homines. Royal Space Force. I'm just gonna call it that. Hanamize. Yeah, wings of Hanamize. That's what it really sounds like. It sounds like wings of Hanamize. If we could get the help of all our comrades to start a revolution, the combined strength of all of us would still not be enough. We would certainly be suppressed by Shah Khan's guards in no time at all. No, I'm not going to do that joke. I'm sorry. We needed power. We tried excavating the ruins using the Yggdrasil, but it didn't work as well as we expected, so we found the Yamato. I mean, you look at it, it looks like the Yamato. Excavating requires tremendous amounts of time, labor, and capital. The best we can do with our sand cruiser is find small items in the sand and the piracy. Regardless of who gains the ruins technology, one thing is for certain. Both Kislev and Arve will simply use their power to oppress the other. I agree with the young master's idea of creating a new power to balance things out a little. I see. It is far more effective to plunder from the shadows than to excavate the technology oneself. Of course, pillaging is an unpardonable act. However, for Ave, for Ignis to continue like this. I'm sorry if it sounds rather self-righteous. That is something which outsiders like ourselves cannot comment upon. From what you have told me, I feel that the result of what you are doing will be good. Seeing your children here tells me that. I am much relieved by your words. Another cup of tea? Yes, please. Thank you. You mentioned you had plans. Why have you not put them into action? With Miss Marge in prison, we dare not do anything. She would not happen to be Nissan's. You are well informed, my dear doctor. She is the great mother Marguerite of Nissan, and the young master's cousin as well. Why would Shakan take her captive? For the Fatima Jasper. The Fatima Jasper that is said to show where the great treasure is. My good doctor, you do know an awful lot. I am most impressed. Thank you. You do not like my tea, Master Faye? No, I'm just not thirsty now. Well, we have no idea what the great treasure actually is. But it is said to be strong enough to save our kingdom if it is ever in plight. By the way, most of the gears in this game will get an upgrade of sorts. But the one thing that is to say, it'll be some time until they do get upgrades. Like Weltal's gonna get hit. Weltal's gonna get his. The Urge is gonna get hers, and so forth and so forth. Moving on. And Marguerite has the Jasper that tells the location. Only half of it, to be precise. The young master and Miss Marguerite each have half. Only by combining the two halves will anyone know where the treasure is. They will combine two halves and say, Shazam! I mean, Double Dragon! I mean, what exactly is the Fatima Jasper? When you say half of the Jasper, I imagine some kind of necklace. Only the heirs to Arvani's son know what it really looks like. I see. So that is why they have her locked up. My guess is that when they do find out, her chances of living are not... I apologize. I was only supposing the worst case, so please do not take it to heart. No, that is a terribly realistic scenario. What exactly do you mean by great treasure? Well, I am the focus. The gear. He means the gear. It has to be. Young master, are the gears alright? Yeah. Even though they were sealed, sand's gotten into the joints. It's a pain in the neck to fix, so I'm having the crew take care of it now. My job's just to pile them anyway. Besides, I'm bad with machines, so I just get in the way. Young master. I'm sorry, this is not Grimleo, I'm sorry, this is not going to happen because it is not what you think it is. This is not Suikoden, I can tell you that right now. Anyway, what were we talking about? Whether the great treasure could be a Yeah. Yeah. You know, something like that is drawn in one of the Ave picture scrolls. Picture scrolls? Well, if you're interested, then let's go to the planning room. I'll show you what I mean since you're my special guest. Well, that sounds interesting. Yeah, Faye, you ought to go and, follow them. Just saying, you need to just follow them. Enter my room. Enter and die. And Bart. Let's see what's in here then. I want to hear. I want to see what's going on. I want to see what the hats want. An iron whip. Well, that's definitely needed because it's an upgrade to what he already has anyway. Well, at least there's a save nearby, so that's not all bad. This place is incredible. They probably do not even have equipment like this in the capital. Surprise? All this technology is thanks to Sig. Move every Sig. Had to make that joke. Hey, Faye! Don't stand on the screen, we won't be able to see! Alright, man. Display my special file on the main screen. What is this? Picture scroll. Nearly 500 years old. This is King Fatima the First. Body cloaked in flames, making a blood oath with giants. They say he used the strength of the giants to found Ave. It is amazing that such an ancient scroll exists and in such good state too. I thought the ethos controlled all such things as these. Normally, yes. But this one was one of my father's prized possessions. Next! After founding the country, Fatima forced the giants into slumber to protect his kingdom's people if needed in the future. But we don't know where they're hidden. In another record, let me read that here. In another record, one of the giants is called the Great Fatima Treasure. What about the Jospin? Hey, you sure know a lot. Perhaps you're one of Shakan's spies? Of course not. It is only an intellectual interest. Just kidding. It appears that Jasper is the key to finding our treasure. The key? Could that be what Shakan is looking for? Not just him. Dabbler's also looking for it. Really? Then we must rescue Marguerite as soon as possible. You're telling me? Since we helped you, I was wondering if I could, in turn, ask you a favor. Would that be for us to help you rescue her? Right, boy! That's exactly it. I heard from Sigurd. It seems that both Ave and Kislev are after you. So we can help you, and you can help us. How about it? It's not much to ask. Well, if it pays for my room and board, then I will help in any way I can. What do you think, Faye? You have not said anything for a while. Yeah, you're great back there in the stalactite cavern. Your strength alone is greater than 10 or 20 of Shakan's guards. I'd love to have your power on my side. Why does everyone want to make me fight? Huh? What's wrong with you all of a sudden? Okay. I just don't feel like it! Love to have my power. I don't have any! What's wrong with you, Doc? Everyone, you're driving me to the brink! Then there's that Gear, Graf, and my father. I don't have the time to help you out with your problems when I've got enough of my own. What's with him? Is he always that short-tempered? No, that is not it. I am sorry. Things have happened so fast that he has not had time to deal with it all yet. Try to instead.
What the hell's time is you now? Yeah! Let's go! I'm waiting for my dad to get back, but I'm not gonna cry. Pizza Hut?
That's really good.
Daddy! Hello, Daddy!
There, have you been a good girl by obeying a nice lady?
Yes! I didn't get some. Where are my presents?
Presents? Look, here's a pirate dress-up kit.
Ah, thanks, Dad!
You look tired. Maybe shopping will perk you up. Even though they're Bart's friends, I have to trust them. Let's see. What do you have as far as accessories go? Let's see. There's power ring for 200, stamina ring for 150, a speed ring for what? 1. A guardian ring for. If you want anything, just let me know. Don't worry, we know you're only doing your job. Master Faye, please relax. That's why I tell the old man, just relax. It's not the end of the world, man. Faye, there's no reason just to be... Faye, there's no reason to be mad at Bart. Just forgive him. What do you want to know? Nothing yet? Wow, just first time I actually noticed, I'm like, oh hey, you're outside the. Wait, what? Boy, what's up with this Faye guy? I try and become his friend, suddenly explodes in anger. Well, looks like he's got a lot on his mind. I don't want to force him. But he would be fun to fight. Maybe I'll ask again. If I lie in wait under the elevator. Yeah, let's go down. Can I have a second? Sure. Kaitan told me all about your story. Do you want to talk about it? Why didn't you tell me? Sounds pretty rough. Listen, I'm sorry for being a jerk just now. Forgive me, will you? Whoa! Anyway, sorry to bring it up again, but... No! What? I don't like fighting like you do. I only got into that gear because I had to. I'd rather not ride them. If you want that gear so much, then you can have it. I don't want it! You think I like fighting? Is that it? Don't you? Sure looks that way. It looks like the only thing you do is... It looks like the only thing you do enjoy is fighting. I can't let that slide. Who likes fighting? Take it back. Like it or not, I fight because I have to. I got my reason, but you wouldn't understand. Well, I don't have a reason to fight. I don't want to fight. I just want to live in peace and quiet. But you people keep on hounding me to get into a gear. Why don't you just leave me alone? Dare I say it? Get in a damn robot, Faye. It's because I see your skill and think, well, I hate it. Whenever I get in a gear, people get hurt. If I fight, people die. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want anyone to die. I hate it. Can't you see that? Yeah, I know the feeling of just wanting to run away from reality. But do you think the kids left behind in your village would understand? Kaitan told me what happened in Lahan. Would it have been better if you had done nothing? Sure, that happened because you were in the gear. But even if you hadn't, people would have died, right? You weren't the reason. War. No, the people who started the war are the reason. And unless you get rid of the reason, nothing will change. I fight to get rid of the reason. Right now, there is no other way, so I have to fight. But that doesn't mean I enjoy it. I understand why you would feel guilt toward the kids in your village. And I know why you don't want to harm others. But if you want to make it up to those children, don't you have to fight? You do have a reason to fight. A reason you must fight. But as long as you ignore it and continue to run away, those kids will never forgive you. Just remember that. And another thing, I'm not saying that helping me is running away. You don't have to help. This is my own problem. I don't want to get you in this against your will. But if I had your skill, I could bring all of this to an end. And make it up to those kids. At least, that's what I think. Anyway, sorry to hold you up. The mechanic wanted to talk to you about your gear. You probably don't care now, but at least hear what he has to say. That basically says food for thought. It's like, okay, you have no reason to fight. Dude? I said, you have even more reason to fight because of all this shit happening. I want to live in peace. I said, dude, you gotta fight for peace. That's like automatic. It's like, you can't just say, oh, I wanna live in peace and quiet. You can't live in peace and quiet. As in order for you to do that, you have to fight for it. So everything you really have to fight for it. You can't just say, "Oh, I want to be left alone in peace and quiet." Like, how many times have I wanted that? And I mean, I can say the same thing, but, you know, my younger self would say, I want peace and quiet, leave me alone, blah, 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 blah. I said, knowing what I can do, what good I can do now says a lot. They got a safe spot just every damn where. I think the reason why I just said, you know, I should really just do Xenogears is it's not just because of the story alone. The fact that part of me wants to just say, okay, you know what? I want to beat this game. That's the main reason why I say, you know what, I want to do it. I want to do this. Let's let it play. I'm going to probably. I can see myself being off and on this because there's a lot. It's 2-disc game, but there is a lot going on with this game. It's like right now, Faye is just saying, you know, I never had a chance to just get it out because, you know, this happened, and this happened. And believe it or not, Faye has a reason to just say, you know, I don't want to do this because this happened, and pretty much he himself is a victim of war. So it kind of feels like, consider if Gundam had a more in-depth story, which, you know, it already has a story, but if it basically focused more on the people affected by the war more than, you know, the machines themselves, and how you know it affects the change of war and everything. Xenogears is like almost like Macross. Like if there was a go-between between Macross and Gundam, let's say Xenogears would be that go-between. And it's not like I hadn't done a game based upon war before. I played Super Robot Tyson, so I was like, oh hey. That's what I consider Super Robot Tyson be like, okay, this is what the amalgamation of everything that is going on is. That's technically it. The hell was that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that you were there. But I have some hot sounds that recruit.
Sure. The Franz Collection, number 33.
I have some more?
Yeah, that's cool. Number 42.
Well, that's too bad.
All he does is play sound effects.
picture of a little boy and girl. So I think what I'm going to do is find me a safe spot. Like so. And save. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop here, and in the next part, we're going to see what's going on with our gear. So stay tuned. More of Xenogears right after this. Thanks for watching.